Hey everybody, it's Dan back with some Factorio, Krastorio, Death Maze. Oh, I forgot to check if there's updated mods, but I'm sure I'll find. So I got a little bit to play today. We need some outposts, and we also need to get Mercite plate going. One of the things we need is we need a belt build. Well, you've got this little guy, and he's been chugging away. I'm wondering if I want to make a train build for this. So it's iron, gears, or gears, automation units, iron beams. So we're just going to go play around. It might be like several builds in one. So we're probably going to need some space. Because in one, for yellow belts, we're going to need a lot of iron. For red belts, because it's more gears. Some green circuits, which we have a build for. And then we get up to the steel gears. Electronic components. How are we doing on electronic components? At 400K. We get up to steel gears and rare metals. Or more steel gears. I think I'm going to check gears out. I think they're just one-to-ones. One-to-one there. Yeah. So it's not going to save us anything to make them someplace else. Ship them in. Other than the fact that you wouldn't have to make, on site. Could be kind of like right in here. There's not a lot going on right here. Alright, let's go play around with stuff. I don't know exactly how we're going to do this. It is going to be fairly beacon heavy, which someday we're going to have to make a build for beacons and modules. Fill up a train. Go up here. See, I was thinking of turning that into a roundabout, but I think I'm just going to turn that other intersection, or right hand, into a T. I've got rid of all that. Not sure I want to do that right this minute, but our old combat lines. Don't do that. Now we kind of got a full area to play with. I was thinking we'd do it up that way. Not like we couldn't. I think I'm going to do any stackers. Let's just get our train out of the way. Two, start playing around with ideas. So let's just start at the beginning. Yellow belts, fire iron, and gears. And if we do, let's grab a build here. We say we're going to make gears. So that's relevant. So we have iron coming in. It's going to make gears, and then the gears. This would be like belts. So it'd have its own gears. Let's grab that and turn it sideways. Conceptualize this a little better. Then let's grab this for, say, underground belts. It's iron beams. So we'd have You know what, before we do that, we have the gears here, but they're not going in. We need a way to make that work such that feed into that. Looks like it's not terribly hard doing direct insertion. That. This needs one gear, one iron every half second. And this is making one every half second. Of course, it's taking some of the iron away. Okay, now let's grab that again. Underground. Then we do iron beams. It's 2 iron plate at 2-second craft time. What's the craft time here? 1 second. So we need 2 iron beams every second. And this makes 1 iron beam every 2 seconds. So we would need 4 of these to supply that. That's some serious requirements. So we wanted to do that. We wanted to be able to keep using this line. That's where it might be beneficial to have a separate iron beam build. Because we're going to need to make that work. We have to have 4 of these. Just support that one underground. All right, let's look at the well, did that require yellow belts too? It did. Let's look at splitter. Also requires yellow belts and gears. That would be good, but this one does not require iron. It does require automation cores. Let's turn it into a little bit of it's crap time on that. Second. Let's go into factory planner. Let's call this yellow belts. No, let's just call it belts. And I guess can we tune it for purples? Let's go with greens. So I won't start with the actual underground. Start with more expensive items. We want to be able to make... Honestly, I don't really feel like we need a ton per minute. I mean, 50 a minute would probably be all we need. Let's go with 100, but we'll probably change it. Or we can obviously ratio it based off of that. So 100 per minute of that. None of these require each other. There's a splitter. Is it way over there? Okay, so each of these, that requires green belts. That requires green belts. That requires green belts. Actually, no, that does not require green belts. So not including... Maybe we won't make an official build for the belts themselves. It'll just sort of be extra. Because to make 100 undergrounds a minute, we need to make 1,500 green belts. Like, once that fills up, we'll have plenty extra. We need... Of course, we're looking at with the stuff without productivity modules and stuff. But this doesn't take productivity modules. We don't even need beacons on this. Wait a second. What? This will grow as we drill down. Okay, first though, we gotta get the green belts figured. Still need 4 of those. Let's beacons on that one. Get it down to 1. Supply almost everything. And do the same thing. Loaders. Underground splitter. Threes. Speed modules. We're gonna need, well, we either need 2 of these. Let's plan on just 2. We might throw beacons around it, but let's see what we need. Okay, so far so good. And belts. A lot more. Almost 2,800 blue belts. surrounded by beacons, speed modules. 2 of those. Alright, do the reds. Now we're up to 4 of these. Let's look at that as... throw that in there, and we're down to 1. That 1. So we're looking mostly beacons needed, belts, but seems like these loaders definitely need extra help. Alright, red belts. There's 3 of those. They're so fast. Don't need much there. All right, we've got a plan here. Now this does not include making the gears and making the, which we probably should have done. We need the iron beams here, iron gears here, like all these need iron gears. So let's look at iron beams. Five iron beam builds. Iron gears. $204. Oh my god. We need 20 freaking assembler builds just for gears to supply this. This was not going to be as simple as I thought it was going to be. Probably going to need the same thing with steel gears. All right, so I was not planning on making an official iron gear build. But I feel like we're going to need it for like engines. I'd rather not make a giant gear build again. Because we need electric engines for purple science. Purple science. Well, we do need belt build. In fact, we do need a lot of red belts, so we might want to be able to output red belts from the build we're planning. What build was it that needed yellow science? One of these sciences, I swear, required electric engines. Let's look at electric engines and see what they're used in. There's something I need them for. Advanced data cards. Okay, so it's actually the science that's coming up. And not only does it need immersite gears, but engines themselves need gears. Plus pipes. It's not a lot, though. It's like 1 gear per engine every 10 seconds. So we might craft that one on site. Sure doesn't look like we need a lot of that going on. Yeah, I don't see a need for that. All right, well, maybe we'll still consider making all our gears right here. It's just... The advantage of doing it all on site is less trains using your track. So if you have trains going to one place, dropping off, and then possibly those trains passing each other by, as you know, one's carrying iron plate, one's carrying gears, when all you have to do is send the one iron plate to your build, is less trains delivering stuff. So how many gears? We need 20 some. Oh, you know what? Stop that. Let's just make a copy of this. We don't need all the steel beams. I just paste that somewhere. So we have a copy of it. So we're going to need iron plate feeding 20 of these builds. This thing here. 20 gears. Well, let's start planning this. This obviously can't be like that. We actually had a... Could do it that way. A little more compact. Question is, how much is one of these going to produce? Like, it's just feel like we're going to have belt saturation. This is like a half-second build. Like, how many gears can a belt carry, honestly? You know, this does say 60 items per second. And this is going to craft a ton. 60? I mean, crafts. Guess we can't tell without power what our craft speed is. Craft speed's 8. So every 8 times that. Every 4 seconds we craft 8. And this is 60 per second, so in a second we're only crafting 2, right? Well, no. 8 times this means crafting 16 a second. So we can only support 16, let's just do 15 into 60. 4 of these. 4 of these could saturate a belt. We need to do 20, so we need to do 4 deep by 5. Okay, and then iron beams. We needed 5 only. So just 1 of these. Well, technically more than that, plus like 1 more. The iron beams. No steel plate found. You're shy on iron ore to this build. It started off as 20 some mil and it's down to 9. That's right. South 1736 iron. It's at 9 and it's 36%, so it's more than less than half. So we definitely need to start bringing in more. Yeah, so especially as we go to make this build, we're going to need a lot more iron and stuff. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes plus the iron that actually flows to yellow belts. So we need a double side unload. Of just iron. So I'll probably bring that train in here, dump off, feed this whole thing, and then we'll have other trains up here. Let's look at yellow belts, actually. Yellow belts, we needed iron plate, gears, and then automation units, automation cores, which we didn't actually look at making those. This we can actually use productivity modules. Requires copper, iron sticks, and gears. So I didn't actually calculate these gears into this. Did that just... Click the icon. So I actually needed basically another row of this. We're almost approaching 24 of these. So that's going to be all iron. How much iron? We need 27,000 every minute. Oh my God. Anybody think we ought to start having bigger trains? That's going to either... Well, actually, no, that's... Well, it is one train every minute. We can't unload that fast enough. So train, our 4-car train holds 32K. So 100 per minute is probably stretching it. If we did that down to 10, is that going to be fast enough? I mean, how much are we making now? See, the last hour, belts-wise, we're making roughly 35 a minute. So I drop that down. Well, okay. I'm not going to change the build. We'll keep that, but probably keep in mind that we're definitely overkill on it. Made a double-sided, have I? I don't have any kind of stacker. I mean, this long line will kind of count as a stacker, but you know what? Instead of doubles, well, I was going to say we could have two trains unloading at once, but if they're only unloading from half the trains, one side of the train, we're not really saving ourselves anything. Get a lot closer up here. Just hate squeezing up against things and then realize, oh, I need to drive something else through there. Maybe someday we want to make that 4-lane track. Unlikely, but it's going to go with. Do I not have an unloader on the other side? That's not the one I want to copy. It's one we want. It's just tracks facing away. That's right. Just copy this. Stick it there. Hey, Nexus. Yeah, I'm having dinner with my family. And, in an hour and a half. So I thought I'd get going early tonight. Not 100% I'll stream when I get home, but I probably might. So I need to fix this with an 8-lane bouncer, but you know what? Let's not do that. We have ones with warehouses. To my books. There they are. One with warehouse on. Outside, I guess I do, but duplicate that. No track, no LTN. Power pole. No signals. There. That there either. What's that? Can I manage? Because that's space further back at least. Well, that's blueprint U. And we've got red wires going both sides. One big power pole. I have that power pole in it. Okay, blueprint this. Alright, just double-sided unload. Double. Oh, I'll put the warehouse thing in here. Left, on the right, another double. Guess this, I don't have load to the right. That's warehouse. And we can make that right now. Keep running out of space. Actually, I don't know how many blueprints these books can hold, but I guess those are loads. No wonder this is all confused. Loads, 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 and then I got unroll it right there. So, right. Right. It's there. Put that load double. After they unload left and unload rights. I wonder that was a little confusing. Yeah, we got enough spare room in here. We could craft somewhat of a side-by-side stacker if we need to. And for now, we won't. Just measuring that out every time. Good now. Blue Lightning, thank you for the Prime sub. Good evening to you. Let me finish that research. Really running out of things to research. Not so positive I want range, but do some shooting speed. Range is good if you're straight lining it, but I don't need side areas cleared that I can't get to. Okay, so we need put this all into an 8-lane balancer and feed this and pass some down the lanes. 6, 7. Is it only the belts that need iron plate, right? So theoretically, we would be good there. Let's Starting to wonder, maybe I should have pushed this up a little further. Let's do that. What does that mean? Started Factorio again. Now my signals are in the wrong place. It's true, you've been playing Path of Exile. Alright, so now it doesn't look awkward to go into a neat lane balancer. Do something. So we're going to probably move up the other build. Let's do it like that. Let's move that. I suppose before we build that, let's build this. One terajoule power stored. All right, share your coffee. What's the hole come from? Me once before. Places. Ooh. Be able to get one lane up to the side. Should save our belts. No, I thought I turned off my lights. I'm kind of short on belts. Go figure. We don't need to keep making this run. What do I work as? Me, personally? I'm an author. Alright, something's off here. Shoot, that's why. Guess we'll make that one our through. Whoops. Which iron plate do we got on? Well, 450, but still negative steel. You eat bullets. It's basically if you liked puzzles as a kid, obviously it's a little different as an adult. It can still be fun, but not something I want to spend a ton of time with. And then you're kind of like, I'll say semi-engineering minded. You like civilization games, but you also like train games, and you like just, buildings, and, you like building things. It's like civilization, but you don't have to keep people happy. You don't have to worry about your people revolting and separating off in separate cities and stuff like that. You're just kind of like keeping the supply and demand of stuff going. So like I'm gonna have to take a break here on this, get some more iron flowing here in a minute, because we're really short on iron. Spiders revolt all the time. Yeah, but I don't have to keep them happy. I mean, what's happiness? What's me keeping them happy? It's me dying. And that's not something that's, conducive to me doing well. All right, let's get signals in. Let's just have an extra one right there. We had a blueprint. It's really good. In fact, it's real good. Probably gonna have other track coming off of that, so maybe these ones right. Can we just go? If I'd let you, why wouldn't I let you? I mean, there's plenty to do here. Like, I want to clear this, like all this in here. I want to find out. I need to get more rare metals found, and all this needs to be cleared. I don't have to do it, but I'll do it. So going out on the maze and exploring is something. Yeah, like we get that Starlink going with Elon Musk thing. Will be good, right? Let's convert that. What we got in there? 500. Connect that. Right here. I don't have to search the board for them. Need more belts though. And I feel like there's something else I wanted to grab. Oh yeah, maybe some more steel chests. Actually, no. I'm doing warehouse builds nowadays. In fact, on that note, just drop that back to 50. Alright, we're gonna go put in some mines there. I need to actually put a drop-off station. Let's do that first. I was probably gonna mine this at some point. If I did what? What would probably fix connection issues? Oh, well, that's the thing is I don't have access to fiber. It's not available in my area. Don't believe me, I've looked. That's just a bot there, Nexus. There's nothing you can do about that, dude. Oh, darn it. I did not want to remove power poles. Let's grab. Oh, shoot. Darn it. All right, we'll just make our train automatically go there. Figured out. It's not going to work. It's too short. Hey, stop, train. Let's come back. Where the hell are you going? Where's it going? Yeah, looking out for trains. Jet across. Yeah, well, we could drill straight through the planet. Would that be easier? I mean, gosh, you got to think outside the box there. Did I just craft a... So the one on the right facing the back. What? I'm so confused about my stops. It was... No, that's on the left facing the rear. Left facing. So I don't have... Well, these are load rights. Maybe that's what's confusing me. So these ones with chests should be next to each other. So we actually need one right to the rear. So basically I need the unload left, front, duplicate it, then track, signals, the stuff. Forgot I got the game going at this full bloody speed. Right now, me? Well, mostly I'm making nuclear artillery. I mean, I'm making both, but got nuclear artillery going. Though for some reason it stopped. Not enough 235s. Why did my 235 stop? Why did this stop flowing? I'm confused. Turn it. I gotta go fix that. I would, but I got a log here in a few minutes. I'm having dinner with my family in basically an hour. And last time I logged off with a half hour to go, I actually was late, so that was actually a further drive. So I've got like 15 minutes and really not enough time to get multiplayer going. We're gonna need these stops. So I don't really need these inserters either. So what do we got going here? Right, wire going to here, and this is saying if we've got enabled, if we've got less than 8,000, so it's enabled. It's flowing out. So basically this has become stuck here, right there. It's not my circuits that's the problem. It is some reason. Oh, this is full of 238s. That's what's happening. Maybe no chest or I'm gonna die from training. So we're full on 238s, which shouldn't be a problem other than we're jammed up here because no 238s can flow. That sounds like a science problem. Like we need to be consuming more science. But in the meantime, I wish I could put that there and underground that track. I guess I can make the track go around. We know all of that coming out there, but not wide enough. Sure be wide enough. So can't turn that on. I can't do that. Like that. That way we don't lose. So this ought to be empty, right? Okay. What? How did I get some? I don't know what I did there. Oh, we've not needed beacons and stuff here, but now that I'm completely out. I've actually got it all down the sides there, but it's... What? Oh, stupid tree. Put me out. Actually, let's do that. That one affects more stuff. Let's upgrade belts. What? What did I just get? And what did it give me? Doesn't feel like it needs to give me stuff. It does not need to be an underground. Okay, well, that should get nukes going again. So we got nuclear artillery nexus. You didn't see the last, probably me cleared this. So like it took forever regular artillery to clear this. Then we put nuclear artillery going. I went from there to all the way up here in probably about the same, like close to the same amount of time. Like, so it's worth it. Yeah, you do. I just wish it didn't leave all these stupid pock marks. It's so ugly looking. I put a note on. I put a suggestion into Factorio forums to if ideas thread to allow us to toggle that off. Dude, I don't know nothing about that. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a mod where it just didn't make that. If I could make a mod where it wouldn't do that. Well, I don't mind the... It's just that nukes make those little marks. Like, here's the first nuke I launched. Well, go work on our build for another few minutes. Really, all I'm doing is ferrying the supplies. Mostly beacons, modules. Just out of belts. And we'll probably need more of them too. Creating the world. That could work, right? Speaking of that, it'd be bad to have concrete on this train. You could, obviously, could. Because we're done here. Need more pink. No. Let's find a spot to park that. We need all that. Some more. It's kind of dumb. I don't know what I'm going to do with my train. All right, so from this, really would like to see these beacons connect, but we still need to make automation cores. Doesn't take a lot of stuff, but we do need to get some copper plate in here. I'm gonna kind of turn this one sideways. Sort of. That's going to come through and just do that. It's going to make sticks. Oh, I left all my models, beacons. And then that we need sticks. Yeah, we're actually doing the sticks already. And gears. So we actually need automation core. Need to use some of the gears coming from this build. Technically, I don't need to do that. We're going to output that. Guess we can do the whole regular inserter thing. Drop, pick up, pick up. I changed my mind on that. I can continue this. This one we can use the inserters. So we'll have rods, similar, and then we need copper. So this is actually going to go there, there. Right. That gets us our automation cores. And we were using those in what? The splitter. So we have 4 items we're making, right? Needs the most gears. We probably all mostly go into belts. But we also put them into red belts as well. We got 3,000-ish. No, 3,000. Wow, a ton going to loaders. 11,000 going into yellow belts. Except for then we got 14,000, 18,000, almost 19,000 going into red belts. how many... I have 2 yellow belt builds. 18 or 8,000, 1,500 going towards yellow belt parts, and then another 3,000 plus going into red belts. So most of the belts, I was just thinking I might have a separate build. You have to make 2. It's not an even split. But it is iron plate. Anyways, I've run out of time. We'll just go back and get some supplies. Let's leave whatever beacons and modules we have. Oh, shoot. God darn it. I put this in. Oh, and then I dealt with the nuclear, and then I never came back and finished that build. And feeding that iron ore in, and then as well, actually going to get some mined. Yep, it will be fun. I'll probably be back. No promises, 2 to 3 hours from now. But somewhere in there. Fam usually doesn't keep things going all night. So anyway, thanks guys. Let's find, we gotta maybe find somebody we can raid here. Let's raid Arcolite. Quit before him in a while. So Arcolite's great, plays Factorio all the time, just like me. And we'll give him a follow, he's great. So we'll see you guys. Click on his channel in case I get a commercial. Which I do. There's been a lot of burger commercials lately, McDonald's and Sonic. And here I am advertising. All right, well, thanks, guys. We'll see ya.